Hello, it's Sonia here with The Pretty Stitch. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time joining me, I'm so happy to have you here. So today we're going to be doing another quick project. I am using my J hook or 6mm hook, and I'm going to be using some cotton worsted weight yarn or number 4. You could also use DK weight yarn if you have that. And I do recommend a natural fiber like cotton, linen, or bamboo. We are going to be making a little soap bag. So some of you might be wondering, what on earth would you do with a soap bag? And they actually are handy if you like bar soap, and after a while, you know, after you've used it a while and then you kind of have like little bits of it, you can stick those little bits in your soap bag to keep them all together, and then you can actually just wet the bag if you're using the cotton or whatever and kind of use that as a little scrubber thing. And then just let it air dry. So they are a handy little thing. Okay, so to get started, we are going to chain 11. Okay, so I have my 11 chains here. And what we're going to do is in the second chain from our hook, we're going to work a half double crochet, and you can work in your chain however you like. And we're just going to continue to half double crochet across this chain until we get to our last chain. Okay, so we have worked 9 half double crochet. So in our last chain, we're going to work 3 half double crochet. Okay, so we've worked our 3 double crochet or half double crochet. Now we're going to work on the other side of the chain in these unused loops here. So we're going to work 1 half double crochet in each of these loops until we get to the last one. Okay, so this is my second to my last unused loop. So I have one more here, and I'm going to work 2 half double crochet in that last one. And I'm not going to join, I am going to put a stitch marker in my last stitch here. So I'm just using a scrap piece of yarn to mark that stitch. And then we'll be ready for round 2. Okay, so for round 2, we're just going to jump into the next stitch, and we're going to work 2 half double crochet in that stitch. And now we're going to work 2 half double crochet in the next stitch. So this is the bottom of our bag, and now we're going to continue to half double crochet across in the next 7 stitches. So this is stitch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So now in the next 4 stitches, we're going to work 2 half double crochet in the next 4 stitches. So just popping in 2 stitches in that next stitch, and then I've got 3 more to go. So we are doing some increasing right now. This is the bottom of our little bag. And now I'm just going to continue across in the next 7 stitches. So here's stitch 1, just like on the other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So in our last 2 stitches, we're going to work 2 half double crochet in those last 2 stitches. And I'm going to pop out my stitch marker, work those 2 half double crochet, and I'm going to pop it back in. Okay, so now we've created the bottom here of our bag, and what we're going to do now is we're going to do a half double crochet, but it's going to be a herringbone half double crochet just for some interest. If you don't want to do it, you can just work a regular half double crochet. And at the end of this round 2, we have 30 stitches. So as I said before, we're going to do a herringbone half double crochet. Let's start round 3. So to do that, you're going to yarn over, insert your hook into that next stitch. We have our 3 loops. You're going to pull through the middle loop and then yarn over and pull through the remaining 2. And as I said before, if you don't like this, you can just, and we're just going to work this all the way around. And we're going to be, so then what's going to happen, we're going to be working a whole bunch of rounds here. And because now that we have the bottom established, then it'll just start to curve up. So I am just going to be working a whole bunch of rounds. I'll let you know how many rounds we need to work. But this is round 3. So you're going to be repeating round 3 for until I say stop. Okay, so I ended up working 12 rows, so we're going to get ready to finish this guy up, and I'm really liking the nubby texture here. I think that would be really great. Now you also could use a different hook size if you wanted to, and then that would just result in a slightly smaller bag. That's completely fine. You can definitely play around with this. Okay, so let's begin row 13. So we're going to join in our first stitch with a slip stitch there. I'm going to take out my stitch marker here, and we are going to chain 1, and we're going to half double crochet in that same stitch. And now we're going to chain 1, skip the next stitch, and half double crochet in the next. And we're just going to repeat this around. So chain 1, skip the next stitch, half double crochet in the next. So we're just creating a little mesh area here. So chaining 1, skipping the next stitch, and half double crocheting in the next. So I'm going to keep going around and then I will meet you back. Okay, so I am at the end of my round, so I'm going to skip that last stitch and I'm going to join on top of that first half double crochet to complete round 13. So at the end of round 13, you'll have 15 chain 1 spaces. So let's begin round 14. We're going to chain 1 and we're going to work that herringbone half double crochet in that first stitch. We're going to work herringbone half double crochet in the next chain 1 space, and herringbone half double crochet in the next half double crochet. And we're just going to repeat this all the way around for, oops, got a knot. That's always annoying. So fix the knot. So we're going to repeat this all the way around for round 14, and then we should have 30 herringbone half double crochet stitches again. And then round 15, we are going to just work herringbone half double crochet. So we're not going to join, we're just going to keep going around, and then we'll do one more round for round 16, and then we'll be almost done. So I will meet you back at the end of round 15. Okay, so I finished round 15, so we got one more round. So let's, at the end of round 15, we're going to just join with a slip stitch, And now we're going to begin round 16. We're going to chain 1, single crochet in that stitch. And I'm just going to add a little decorative border, so I'm just going to chain 1 and single crochet in the next stitch. And this is a nice easy border like for any project. If you just want to add a little extra something, just chain 1, single crochet. It doesn't require much thought, it's just very simple, especially for these quick projects, and it just looks pretty, I think. So I'm just going to keep going. So when you get to the end of your round, you're going to join in the first, you're going to create one more chain 1 space, or chain 1, not chain 1 space, and join in that first single crochet, and then we're going to make the tie, and then our little soap bag is all done. So I will keep going here and I will meet you back. Okay, so now we are ready to make the little tie. So I have worked a chain of 32. And I always like to do slip stitch for my ties. I just think it looks a little neater and cleaner than, you know, just a basic chain. And I do like to have like little decorative ends. So I'm just going to create like a little bobble at the end. So I'm going to yarn over, and in my 4th chain from my hook, I'm going to insert my hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over again, and just go right back in that same chain. Yarn over, I pulled up the loop, yarn over, pull through 2. So now I have 3 loops. I'm going to yarn over, pull through all 3, and I'm just going to go back in my chain and I'm going to slip stitch across. You can work in your chain however you like, and when I get to the end, so once I'm at the end here, I'm going to then chain 32 again and work my little bobble, and then I'm ready to cut my yarn. So I'm going to go finish up my tie, and then I will meet you back. Okay, so here's our little bag. I can't remember if I said to join and cut the yarn. I hope I did. But here is my finished tie as well. So if you're probably wondering how to finish these guys, so what I usually do is I'll just take my yarn needle, thread it through the one side here, so I'll take the one from the one side, and then just thread that through, give it a pull, and then I do the other from the other side. So looking at our bag, so obviously this is going to be the back and this will be the front. So you will just insert your tie through those holes here and just weave in and out, and then you'll just pull it in the front and then tie it up, and your little bag is all good to go. So of course you need to weave in your ends first before you do any of that, and then you have a cute little soap bag to store those little odds and ends, or if you want to gift it, so here I have a bar of soap, you could just pop that in there, have it tied, and then you have a sweet little gift for somebody. But I hope you enjoyed this project, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Merry Christmas!